I'm back. Wait, I'm back. My video's freezing again. Today I'm gonna talk about Dragon Ball Season 1 and 2, which is all I have right now. I know Season 3 is out, and they just don't got it yet. And Season 4 will be out in May, and I don't know about Season 5. Um, yeah, Dragon Ball Season 1, the beginning of the Dragon Ball series, which is part 1 of the 3-part Dragon Ball series. It introduces how, it shows us how Goku met his friends. Um, and as you probably know, its anime series came out in Japan years before it came out in the United States. I believe Dragon Ball came out in the late 80s in Japan. And probably somewhere around the mid to late 90s in the United States. Dragon Ball Z came out probably around 95, 96 in the United States. And this is more about Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball. Um, in Dragon Ball, it was originally meant to be a comedy, and I guess they later decided to let it be an action series. At least this is according to what I read online. Um, yeah, Season 1, and that shows Goku in the woods. It's debatable about his age, and he says that he's 12, although he looks a little younger than 12, if you ask me. And Bulma at that time with is 16. Uh, Krillin is a year older than Goku. Uh, and it also has Goku's first enemy. Well, I'm not gonna actually call him his first enemy because Pilaf is kind of the idiot villain of the show. So he wasn't really that tough. Um, so I'm gonna say that his first official enemy, which was actually a threat against him, was the Red Ribbon Army, which will be in Season 2 and the end of Season 1. Um, yeah, I noticed that, Goku spent most of his time by himself. He grew up in the wild, in the wilderness. Um, it doesn't it doesn't mention how long his grandpa Gohan has been dead. Um, wait, did my video freeze again? I should probably repeat myself just in case my webcam is acting up on me. It doesn't mention how long his grandpa Gohan has been dead. Um, and Bulma was the second person that he's seen. And apparently, Gohan probably only taught him to be plied in martial arts. Um, and some of the things that Goku does is because he wasn't taught any better, and any one of us would have done the same thing in his shoes. Um, let's see what else is here. Oh yeah, and of course you might notice that Roshi has always been a dirty old man. Um, and what confuses me about that is how was that Bulma didn't notice that? Hmm, never mind. You're on that beach, and even worse, how can Roshi have to see that? I mean, just a dirty old man. In later seasons, his dirty mind will get him into lots of trouble. Let's see, Krillin makes a first appearance in season 2, probably over half the season. And that World Tournament announcer as well, his first appearance. He's also on Dragon Ball Z season 7, and I believe season 8 and 9 too. Now season 2. Um, yeah, Goku now has a new enemy, the Red Ribbon Army. Which, interesting enough, it never shows Dr. Gero. And in the later episode, in fact in the Dragon Ball Z, Dr. Gero takes revenge on Goku for defeating the Red Ribbon Army. And yet, it never even shows Dr. Gero in the Dragon Ball series. In the Dragon Ball. Only in, mostly in Dragon Ball Z and a small part in GT. I only have a couple of minutes left, so I better get to my point. My video froze again. Oh yes, yeah, Goku has new enemies and he makes new friends. Excuse me. Um, and his hardest challenge so far in season 2 is probably fighting Mercenary Cow. And in the later seasons, where season 3, for the beginning of it, we found out that Commander Red only wanted to be taller. I mean, he can have any wish he wants, and he wants to be taller. And yeah, I noticed that he is kind of short. He has the Dragon Ball. He can wish for anything, and he wants to be taller. At least Emperor Pilaf had a more creative wish. Even if Pilaf was kind of an idiot. And by the way, Emperor Pilaf and Garlic Jr. have the same voice actor. They are not the same enemy. They are two different enemies. They just have the same voice actor and they sound alike. I noticed that in season 2, Kano Silver kinda sounds like Vegeta. Probably the same voice actor as well. Bye until season 3 and 4.